Good morning and welcome. I'm at the Ottawa train station, and this morning I'm taking a really early train from here in Ottawa to Toronto. It's not even 5 o'clock in the morning. In fact, the train station's not even open yet, but my Lyft rider just dropped me off here, and my train leaves at 5:21 this morning. So welcome to this little adventure from Ottawa to Toronto. Come on, let's go. This is a really nice modern train station, lots of space. They've got nice little model trains on display, much newer than the one that was in Quebec for sure. All right, walking out to the train. Number 4? Then that way, okay. All right, headed down to car number 4. Oh, this is the older car. Car 4. All right, thank you. All right, thank you. All right, getting on board. Car number 4. All right, 15A, right here. Definitely an old car. That's all right. Yeah, this car is really old, but I like it. It has some charm to it. There's hardly anyone on my car right now. I think there's like 6 people. I'm sure we'll pick up people as we go, but right now it's not very crowded at all. Of course, it is only 5:10 in the morning. And here's my seat. There's not even tray tables, so I think the tray tables pop out from here. Yeah, that's really small. I don't know how I'm going to work on that. I'm making my little space work. I've arrived in Toronto, so now I'm just waiting to get off the train and then take an Uber to my Airbnb. Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Thanks. All right, off the train and now headed into the station. Car 4102. It was a good car. Very old, but really good. Arrived in Toronto, just requested my Lyft ride, and now I'm waiting on that. Here it is. Got my driver. Looking for Mohammed in a 2024 Tesla. All right, looking for the Tesla, and then I'll head to my Airbnb. Okay, so just got in my Lyft ride. I'm in a Tesla, first time ever in a Tesla, and my driver's Mohammed. So I was gonna take the metro to my Airbnb, but I want to get there before they leave, so this is faster. Busy day today?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I don't think I would want to drive in Toronto. I think it's too crowded.
Yes.
Wow, look at the roof on this thing. It goes straight up. See all the skyscrapers. How cool is that? Is this a new car?
Yes.
I mean, pretty new. It looks brand new.
Yes, about 6 months ago.
6 months, okay.
Yes.
This dashboard is amazing.
Yes.
It even shows the safety cones.
Yes.
The cones. It shows the people walking. All right, got my day pass on the subway here in Toronto, and so now headed toward downtown. Let's see, which way do I want? I I got my bag dropped off at my Airbnb, and now I'm back in downtown Toronto, and I'm just going to spend the rest of the day exploring the city. I do have laundry to do this evening because I've got another big part of my trip coming up, so I've got to catch up on some laundry at the Airbnb. Also, my host was telling me that I'm near like a Greek area. That's where my place is, and I love Greek food, so that's what I'm going to have for dinner this evening. I've already decided on that. Right now I'm walking down to the waterfront, and I'm going to take a ferry out to one of the islands here in Toronto. I'm definitely tired though. Had to get up at 4:15 this morning to catch my train from Ottawa here to Toronto, so I can feel it right now. Plus I've been going hard the last several days, so I can really feel it. I've been to Toronto before, so I'm going to see a couple things that I haven't seen before. I'm not going up into the CN Tower. I've already done that. Not going to a Blue Jays game. Done that before. So, you know, probably take it easy today. Just see what I can find. But I definitely want to take one of the ferries out to the island. I just looked at a map, and it looks like there's 3 or 4 different islands you can go to. I have no idea which one I'm going to, so maybe I'll ask them when I get to the ticket booth which one's the best one to go to. I think I've decided I'm going to take the Wards ferry over to the island, and then I can walk around and see a lot of the island that way, and then on the way back take the Cinder ferry back over here to mainland Toronto. That way I take 2 different ferries and not do the same one both ways. Made it onto the ferry to Wards Island, so now just waiting to take off, and don't know how long it takes to get across. I can see the island right there, so it surely doesn't take very long, but looking forward to another ferry ride. I think that's the 3rd ferry ride I've been on this trip so far. Let's see, I was on the ferry in New York, the ferry in, where was that, Quebec, and then now the ferry here in Toronto. There's a man cleaning the windows right there. I don't know if you can see him in the video. Oh my goodness, that is so scary.
Lower the jackets to the decks for you to wear and give further instructions.
And we're off. If you've watched my videos, you know that I love riding ferries. I just think it's a great way to see the city or the place that you're in, and they're usually really inexpensive. And in the case of the one in New York, the Staten Island ferry, it's completely free. This one cost like $9 Canadian to go over to the island and back, which is not bad at all. I mean, heavens, not at all. What a great view, look at that. I tell you, Toronto just has some really interesting modern architecture. There's so many awesome buildings. Just the way some of the balconies are designed and some of the condominiums and apartments, really cool. Toronto has an amazing skyline, one of the best skylines in North America, if not the whole world. Glad to see I didn't need one of these things. Thank you. Well, that was fun, but it is quite windy and quite cold. Probably need a thicker jacket than this. Goodness gracious. Oh. Anyhow, I've now made it over to Wards Island. So now I'm going to walk around and check this place out. I took the ferry from here over to Wards Island, and then I'm going to check this out and walk along the boardwalk. Maybe come down to some of these other islands. And then right over here is the Center Island. And then I'll take the ferry from Center Island back over to the terminal. Looks like a plan. Here's a little beach area. Definitely not getting in the water today. Much too cold for that. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a view though. This view is amazing. Good grief, it is so windy out here and cold. Oh my gosh. I saw on the bank sign back there, it said it was 11 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is Fahrenheit, but it literally feels like it's 50 degrees out here. And this wind is just brutal. I keep thinking it's gonna blow my hat off. Gosh. Definitely not as windy on this side for sure. Feels really nice right over here. The other side, holy cow, it's like a hurricane. Now I've made it onto the actual boardwalk itself. Really nice over here.
Exactly, yes. That also phone, okay?
All right, I'm walking across the bridge to Snake Island. Hope I don't run into a snake, but apparently there's a good viewpoint over here as well. I've got this whole little beach area to myself with these nice Adirondack chairs. I think I'll have a seat. Maybe in the far one. This one's broken. Let's see. There we go. Nice and relaxing, other than the wind and the cold. But the view is spectacular. Look at this. You know, it's hard to believe that this little island community exists just right next door to this bustling metropolis of Toronto. It really is amazing. It's so peaceful over here. And then you have the big city over that way. Then of course behind me is this beautiful church. And here's some cable cars. Now that looks interesting. I might have to get on one of those. Yeah, that looks like right up my alley. You know, I just thought about something. When I visit a place and I don't have much time, like one day, like Toronto today, for example, I try to pick 3 things that I want to do. And one of the things I wanted to do was to come here to these Toronto islands, definitely take the ferry to this. But beyond that, I didn't have anything in mind that really stood out. But I just thought about something. I bought a day pass on the Toronto metro system, which includes the subways, the buses, but also the streetcars. So I think one of the things that I want to do is actually get on a streetcar and ride one. I don't know where to, but I'm just gonna go find one, ride it for a little ways and get off, turn back around and ride it back somewhere. So that's gonna be one of the things I'm gonna try to do today, ride the streetcar. Lots of cool looking trees and a nice fountain over that way. Nice garden area. Nice fountain. I need to get on that side because over here I'm getting soaked because the wind's blowing this way. Oh my word. There we go. That's much better. Different prices for different rides. I'm gonna go in here and take a look at it just to see. It may not be worth it. I think it was like 12 bucks to ride that. Oh yes. Now this I might do, if it's open. Look at that. Yes, beaver tails. Absolutely. I haven't had this since last year when I was in Banff, and it was so good. I want to get the apple pie.
One apple pie?
Apple pie, yeah.
Okay, $11.58.
All right. Oh, that looks amazing. Oh, I hope I don't spill it. Thank you so much. And this is a beaver tail. Yes. We found a safe place to eat this. Oh my gosh, look at this. I cannot wait to bite into this. I really don't need this. It was like 540 calories, but I'm telling you, these things are amazing and it's just so worth it. Good grief. Yeah, let's tear into this thing. Good night. So good. The napkin says, messy is good. They're right about that. These things are amazing. I don't know what other inventions Canadians have had. I'm sure they've had, you know, some amazing things, but just as a joke, this might be the greatest invention ever made by Canada. Again, just joking, but this is phenomenal. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. But now I've got to find the restroom to wash my hands because my hands are super sticky. I'm sure it's all over my face and everything. Oh well, it was worth it for sure. Crossing over another bridge onto Olympic Island. Just a little tiny island. I think there's just this one bridge that goes to it. This just might be the most iconic view of Toronto you can get. Back on board the ferry to head over to Toronto. Had a great time on these islands today. A lot of fun. Glad I did it. It is so cold and windy up here in the front of this ferry, but it's all worth it because these views are just amazing. Off of the ferry, and now I'm headed toward the streetcar, or the trolley, or whatever they call it, I'm not sure. But there's a stop right up here, so that's going to be a good place for me to get on, ride it for a little bit, and then figure out where to go from there. All right, headed on. There we go. All right, I figured out the third thing that I want to do here in Toronto. And I've seen this before in photographs and videos, but I've never actually been there. And it's just the City Hall of Toronto. I just love the architecture. It's an old building. It's been there since the 70s. But I just love the cool architecture. So you'll see when I get there. I've never heard of Osgoode Hall, but it's open, so I'm gonna go check it out. There's lots of people here taking photographs. Maybe this is a popular place for bridal sessions or something like that. Because I see a lot of that going on. Don't have any idea what this is. Yeah, as a photographer, I can definitely see where this would attract people to come for portraits. Really nice place. Here's a sign. Let's see what this place is. In 1829 through 32, the Law Society of Upper Canada erected the east wing of this imposing building, named after William Osgood, the province's first Chief Justice. Okay, that makes sense now. All right, coming up on City Hall now. Yeah, here we go. Exactly what I was looking for. Yep, this is exactly where I wanted to come to. City Hall back there, and of course the big Toronto sign back behind it. Awesome. I just got off the subway here at the Broadview station, and now I came up here to street level, and I'm going to catch the streetcar to go down a few stops to the park where my Airbnb host said there was a great view of the city. This might be it right here. Actually, I think it's down a little ways. That's a fantastic view itself, though. He definitely wasn't lying. That is a great view of the city. Good grief. I've had a great time in Toronto today, but honestly, I'm exhausted. I'm just so tired from getting up early and then going real hard the last several days. Tomorrow is a huge day, and I really hope that it happens. I'm a little nervous about it. I am supposed to get on Via Rail's train number 1, the Canadian, to ride from here in Toronto all the way across Canada to Vancouver. 4 nights on the train. I'm super excited. I've had it booked for almost a year now. The only problem might be there are wildfires out in Western Canada, in Alberta and Saskatchewan. And I'm really nervous about that. I actually got a message from Via Rail earlier saying that they're not sure if the train's gonna go tomorrow or not. So I'm just keeping fingers crossed. Please, please let us go on this train journey. I really need to do this. Obviously, my thoughts and prayers go with everyone affected by the wildfires, first and foremost. But beyond that, I really want to do this trip. So I'm keeping fingers crossed that it happens. I've got a few other things I need to do, one of which is to go back to my Airbnb and do laundry and get ready for this train journey. And then I have to have dinner and then go to my favorite little store again, Dollarama. I've really had a good time today riding on these streetcars. They've been a lot of fun, and unlike the subway, I can actually look out the windows and see the city.
924 Kennedy.
All right, off the subway at the Pape station. Now headed up to the street and going to see what I can find at the Dollarama. I tell you, I've walked a bunch on this trip so far. I've been traveling for about a week now, and I've been averaging about 25,000 steps a day. The area that I'm in now is Greektown, which is awesome for me because I absolutely love Greek food, and I've been looking forward to this all day long, so that's what I'm going to get for dinner. But first, a pit stop in Dollarama so I can pick up some snacks to have on the train the next few days. It's weird because I don't like dollar stores back home in the United States, but we found this last year when we were in Banff, and we just fell in love with it. I think this will do. Maple leaf, yes. This is my niece's favorite. All right, loaded up with a bunch of junk from Dollarama for my trip. I'm not super hungry yet, but I really don't want to go back out after I get back home. So I think I'm going to go ahead and grab dinner now and eat what I can and probably eat the rest of it later on. As I mentioned earlier, I'm in Greektown and I'm at a restaurant that was recommended called Athens. I love Greek food. It's one of my very favorites and I'm so excited. I've got the menu right here and have to peruse this a little bit to figure out what I'm going to get. I explained to my server that I just can't eat very much because of my stomach surgery, but I love tzatziki. So he brought me a little cup with some bread, And that was awful nice because I love this stuff. I love the fact that they brought me some bread and I have the olive oil with the vinegar. It's just so good. Love that. Amazing.
Yeah.
My gyro has arrived, and here it
It was
is.
fun. I got shot and I had a bruise.
Perfect. All right, well, the Athens restaurant was fantastic. Great dinner. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Great dinner. Great choice. So now I'm headed back to the Airbnb to take a shower, do laundry, get packed up, and get ready for my big trip across Canada tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I've loved my time here in Toronto, and I look forward to coming back sometime in the future. If you have enjoyed it, please click that like button. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that bell for notifications so you'll be notified when my next video comes out. The next video ought to be a really good one because I'm excited to go across Canada on Via Rail's Canadian from here in Toronto all the way over to Vancouver. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.